AGM. And looking back, what can you say that is the biggest achievement of KEFA so far today?
Yeah, we have had a couple of strides since 2012, I guess, and it has been a journey of so many challenges that concerns the players. But we are so happy because we were once an observers, then we were candidates, and then now we are full members at FIFPro, who are our donors who always guide us, give us direction on how we can fight for the rights of the players. So I can say we have a couple of strides, of course, with so many challenges. But again, we have so many positives, so many wins, whereby we have come up with so many products on board to see how players can maybe transition from playing football, how we can represent players legally around the country, even the professional players. So I think in so many ways we have so many products that we have really helped the players, even the mind the gap. Some things are the activities that players are doing outside playing football. Maybe they're having business, those who want to go back to school. So we have so many things. Okay, of course, we have also road to recovery. Those players who have injuries, maybe they have been neglected with their teams. So we come we come on board to make sure that how can they recover and continue playing football.
Yeah, we all know that KEFA is a big house and with so many rooms, but these rooms are still unoccupied, most of them. What can you tell the players that are still outside that are not really the band of KEFA? What can you tell them?
Yeah, I think it's one step at a time, and I believe we need to come together as players to make sure that we strengthen the union so that we can have that bigger voice to champion for their rights. I know they're so frustrated with the current situation whereby they're not being paid with their current teams. So it's frustrating at times when you are not, maybe you don't have something to put on the table for your family. You struggling, maybe having a living, and here maybe you playing football, and they always say that we have visibility, wanakuona kwa TV. They always use that term. So it's frustrating, but again, in those frustration, we still believe at the end of the day, one day we'll have a light at the end of the tunnel. So they should still continue boarding and make sure that we continue having that strong voice so that we can voice out. Because when we are together, I think moving one direction is it will be okay. And meantime, as we speak, of course, what we really need is to have one voice, because election is coming up. We have people working left, right, and center, maybe promising events. But again, as an organization where we sit, because we feel we represent the whole industry, because without players, there's no football. So we'll be so careful. We will involve them 100% in any decision we make. So we want them to be part and parcel of the organization, part and parcel of the decision making. So of course, we are ready to listen to all aspirants who want to vie for the election in the coming general election of federation. Of course, here we have the current administration. We still open to them, whereby we can have a sitting and make sure that what can we bring together as two entities, and make sure that we champion for the rights and for the welfare of the players.
Yeah, we all know that our football is not doing so well continentally and even regionally. What can you tell maybe stakeholders and the entire football family regionally in Kenya and even abroad? What can we do to make sure that our football is back and it's roaring again?
Yeah, we have so many ideas outside here. As you said, I always say, football is like a moving vehicle, whereby you need all the wheels to rotate so that it can have that smooth movement. So that includes that we have the fans, we have the corporates, we have the clubs, we have the players, we have the federation, whereby it's a top leadership of the football industry in this country. So we believe if they can bring these all stakeholders together, make sure that they share ideas, we can come up with maybe 10 maybe aspects which we can deal with it. Maybe we can have to implement maybe two or three, and we can start somewhere. So the main thing, or the main undoing currently in our football industry, is that we have so many petty politics, I can say. And if you tend to disagree with someone in a certain situation or certain idea, then you're an enemy. So, and I believe we disagree to agree so that we can move forward. So everyone has an idea, but let's bring these ideas together and make sure that we come up with two or three things that we can try, make sure that we implement, that can help the players or football industry to move forward.
Your Excellency, you have there, maybe how many, maybe you can tell us how many players at the moment, current and maybe former, you are supporting at the moment, players
Currently, okay.
current
Who are facing
who are facing the
challenges.
challenges
They are facing
in
challenges.
terms of numbers. How many maybe you are
You can
supporting
say
as a
Maybe
organization?
I can talk of in terms of percentage. We have
Yes.
like almost I can tell you 90% of Kenyan players have challenges because I will give an example in the top tier. We have almost like 2 3 clubs that are corporate who are paying players on time. Let's say we have Tusker, we have KCB, we have Bandari. We can name them the few clubs that can are paying players. Maybe we have Bidco on board. So those are the few clubs, but we have at the top level we have 18 clubs. So what's happening to the rest of the clubs or to the community clubs? Luckily, recently we have the gaming company supporting Gor Mahia and FC Leopards. That's they're lucky because they have numbers. So what's happening to those teams that doesn't have numbers? You know, so we need to come up with a way that can we have. Can we have a league that has a very very stable sponsorship? You see, can we have teams that are being supported with the corporates, and that goes back to the teams whereby they need to have the marketing strategy because it's the players that are the products. Can you sell these players? Can you sell your club to make sure that you can attract the corporate? So at the moment, I can say we have so many statistics whereby players are suffering, and most of the former players because if the current players tomorrow they will not be playing football. But imagine a player going 1 year without salary or 3 5 months without salary. I'm playing, I'm not earning. What happens if I stop playing? So it's a disaster. So that's something that we need to really, really look into. And we where we sit, we believe that we urge the Ministry of Sports, we just need to have a sitting and make sure that we talk about football.
Maybe your message to the new CS, maybe.
Yeah,
What
of
are some
course,
of the
we have the CS SITUMA movement, and I believe I have been with him somewhere, maybe playing football, of course, Sunday football, and I know he loves sports so much. He acts in general, but I believe as an organization, we will try our level best to make sure that we have a city, because it's our football needs surgery, and like in all any organization, like you need structures whereby maybe okay in football maybe we need a strong grassroots football, maybe clubs to have good administration, but maybe in our current situation it has to be vice versa. We just need to start from the top, going downwards, because what happens when we have the young promising players who are doing so well in youth academies, but once they come to the top level whereby we don't have structures, we have less motivated players. Ndio mnajiuliza huyu mchezaji alikuwa mzuri aliyepotelea wapi, unaona? So for me I believe we just need to turn it around. We start from the top going downwards so that we can always do something. So it depends with the willingness of everyone to make sure that bring everyone on board to make sure that we can share ideas and see, and also we just need someone who can listen to people, because people are administrators. The fans, they come to the stadium to watch football, so they know a lot about football. Whenever they engage, you just have a listening ear and pick whatever that can help football move forward.
Mr. President, maybe as a rejoinder to his question, some of the things which featured prominently in the AG